Today's first news is that Tottenham Hotspur has made FC Barcelona an offer of $75 million, €70 million, for Raphinha, according to Sport. The two dominant European teams were rivals in the transfer market not too long ago. Swedish youth Lucas Bergvall looked to be in the sights of Barca, but the North London club persuaded him that he would be better off beginning his elite career with them. Spurs provided Bergvall with first-team football, but Barca was unable to do the same for him. The brilliant team includes senior players like Ilkay Gundogan and Frenkie de Jong in addition to other young players like Pedri and Gavi. However, Barca and Spurs, who played each other in the group stage of the 2018-19 Champions League and in August's Joan Gamper Trophy match, may partner in business during the next summer transfer window. This is due to Sports report that the Premier League team has made an offer of $75 million to acquire Raphinha from the Catalans. In order to balance financial fair play rules, Barca agreed to pay Leeds United a set $62.3 million, €58 million, plus variables for Raphinha in 2022. It is thought that Barca will need to make one or more significant sales before the following term. After 1.5 seasons of inconsistent play and injuries under Xavi Hernandez, Raphinha's transfer with De Jong might fulfill that requirement. According to Sport, Liverpool is also interested in Raphinha. This might lead to an auction in which Barca would profit even more from the Brazilian international from English soil. Mohamed Salah may be indirectly replaced at Anfield by Raphinha, who might be sold to Saudi Arabia for a huge sum of money after the Reds rejected a similar offer for their standout striker in 2023. In terms of a possible replacement for Raphinha, Barca only needs to turn its 16-year-old Lamine Yamal, a graduate of La Masia, who has taken up the right-wing starting position since Raphinha's recent injury layoff. Vitor Roque, who is more frequently used on the left where he engages in continuous contends with Ferran and Joao Felix, is also capable of covering the same flank as Ferran Torres. The second news is that according to an untouchable FC Barcelona star who has been sidelined by injury for a while will make his starting debut this weekend against Granada. A picture that Barca posted on social media on Sunday afternoon, featuring Gavi and Pedri back at the Joan Gamper CT, gave Keulers a boost. Midway through November, the midfielder suffered an ACL tear while playing for Spain against Georgia, rendering him out of the picture for the remainder of the campaign. It is also exceedingly doubtful that the 19-year-old was doing anything other than visiting teammates before beginning to work out with the ball in the spring, given how little time has transpired since then, just 3 months. Some well-known faces did rejoin the group over the aforementioned weekend session, though. The most important of them was Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, the de facto captain of Xavi Hernandez's squad, along with Raphinha and captain Sergi Roberto. The German, who has missed 17 games, has been missed just as much as Gavi. Due in large part to his absence, Barca now faces the very real possibility of ending the season without a trophy and without a manager after Xavi announced his resignation on June 30 following the team's 5-3 home loss to Villarreal on January 27. Ter Stegen last played on November 12 in a 2-1 victory over the same Alaves squad that Barca defeated 3-1 the following Saturday. He complained of back pain and tried to get back into the game multiple times, but ultimately he and the club decided that he needed lower back surgery. While Inaki Peña hasn't performed all that poorly in covering, he isn't as good as Ter Stegen, who plays at the same table with players like Thibaut Courtois, Alisson, and Manuel Neuer, among others. Ter Stegen won't be gradually added back into the fold like we could see with players in different positions, according to AS. Instead, with a Champions League match against Napoli approaching, he will be thrown right into the deep end for Sunday's La Liga match against Granada.